Somebody let the side chicks loose. Somebody left the side chicks loose. Who let the side chicks out? They're exposing
Why would you
themselves.
take your phone that you paid for and let the whole world know that you're a side chick?
I'm a side chick.
Embarrassing.
Of course I don't want your man to myself. I don't want to be the first dumb in line.
I don't think I have the mind
You're the second dumb bitch in line. What are you talking about?
capacity to be the only girlfriend. I need to make sure I'm in charge of scheduling you out to these other women.
Could you share your man with somebody if he gave you everything you wanted? I share these men for less because
Stop it. Look at it. No. No. What are we talking about? The bonnet. That's why. I share these men for less.
they're going to go cheat anyway.
Being the
So then you don't have to. Okay.
other woman has never really been a new phenomenon. It just looks a little different today. Back in the early days, women were reminded to be composed and have top-notch etiquette, while men were simply reminded that they were men.
From infancy on, we all learn from our parents, our peers, and our society that there's a difference in what is acceptable or correct behavior for a man and for a woman.
A girl is a girl. She's taught that these are the things that a girl does. She walks a certain way, she talks a certain way, she looks a certain way. And the same thing with a fella. He's taught that these are the things that a fella should do. He should walk a certain way and look manly and walk manly and talk manly.
Those gender
do fella
roles that
things.
society placed on men and women also shaped what each of them could get away with. And yes,
Yep.
those expectations followed them in the bedroom.
Society expects your husband to cheat. Men have needs, you see. They're prone to urges, which a society views as natural.
Was that
almost
a
charming.
thing that they did back in the historic days? It's like they're telling a historic story.
Any signs of passion or desire in a woman are viewed as suspicious, even shameful. So when your husband seeks pleasure elsewhere, an actress, a barmaid, a brothel, it's shrugged off. Boys will be boys.
Society tolerated male promiscuity as a necessary
Not the barmaid.
evil. He's a man with urges and instinct. And on the other hand, the woman that he was hiding from the world, or his wife,
What show is this? I feel like I know it.
she was the one that ended up facing the shame and embarrassment for all parties involved.
I beg your pardon. I am Mrs. Stephen Haynes. Sorry, I don't think I know you. I believe it's my husband you know.
Oh,
Oh. So Stephen's told you.
Being the
he told you about the offer.
other woman, or the woman he only sees on the weekend, that came with a type of shame you wouldn't dare tell the world.
So embarrassing.
But today, women are turning that very position into a trend. In today's video, we're gonna look at how a
It's a bird trend. It's not a real trend. It's just a trend with the birds.
situation most women only discussed in a locked diary is now an all eyes on humiliation ritual. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy.
My
I know you
girl,
don't just
she
give
has
those away for
great
free.
videos.
But hopefully at the end of this video, we become bestie enough for you to take that next step. When it came to affairs, or situationships as we call them today, back in the
Barf.
day, what made them different weren't the actions. No, we all know those will always be the same. It was the silence.
So it seems the digital age has made it easier for us to cheat. But there's one group of guys who have always found it pretty easy.
Men in positions of power
Presidente.
seeking sex outside their primary relationship is something as old as time.
But for almost 100 years, their indiscretions were kept secret, protected by one hell of a bro code.
A lot of men who stepped outside their marriage or had multiple women
It's
were
literally
mainly
dark. You notice it was literally dark in there. Like, we can't even turn the lights on so it'll see us.
men in power who suffered a lot less consequences than the woman they were keeping secret. And in many of those cases, turning a blind eye was something that was hoped to be a part of the agreement.
Camilla was a married woman having an affair with the Prince of Wales. As it turned out, her husband had no problem with her affair with Charles because he was
What?
also seeing women outside his relationship with Camilla. Charles was still in love with Camilla and had hoped that Diana was someone who would turn a blind eye to their clandestine relationship.
If you were the side
Oh my
chick, you had to
God.
stay quiet. If you were the wife, you had to stay quiet by sitting back and accepting it. Even if you were the cheater and your private actions became public, you had to claim you were mentally insane just to protect everything attached to your name.
Dang. I have cheating disorder. I looked in the DSM. I have cheating disorder.
Not the father of the child. Oh, Johnny, I've been very weak.
cry too. If you're the cheater, don't cry. Don't sit here and cry. You weren't crying when you were doing it.
Could I have done very wrong?
When Sir Thomas, her father, went to see his daughter, he went straight upstairs and saw his daughter, came downstairs and said, poor thing, she's mad. They began to realise that this was the scheme, that if she could be proved to be mad, then she would never be able to stand up in a divorce court and give evidence.
Harriet's father had determined to sacrifice his daughter for the sake of family honour by instructing her to feign madness.
Now, as we're looking at all these affairs from the past,
Okay, so she's they're pretending. They don't actually, it's not an actual disorder.
I want to quickly say that we're not romanticizing or reminiscing them. It's going to show you just how far we've come today. Because back then, it was the things that no one dared to talk about that tore lives apart. But today, it can be small, annoying things that can literally throw your whole week off. This video is sponsored by Clover, who lets you access up to $400 before payday with no interest, no credit check, and no hidden fees. And that extra cash really comes in handy when you have a 2007 car that loves to surprise you at the worst times.
Use it responsibly.
When the battery died, and then shortly after the alternator went out, Clover came in clutch by giving me that little bit of leverage my pockets were not prepared for. They really give me peace of mind knowing that I'm not scrambling or falling behind over something so small but so inconvenient. So if you've ever had groceries, gas, or random car problems pop up at the worst time, Clover can help you bridge that gap until payday. Access up to $400 with no credit check or late fees. Click the link in my description so they know I sent you.
Not too
much. Thank you, Clover, for sponsoring today's video. As the decades moved along and the culture started shifting, these situations were no longer something people had to whisper about. They stopped being something that could risk you and your entire bloodline's reputation.
Well, no, let me rephrase that. The goat of cheating. So not really a goat.
Affairs and hidden relationships started showing up more openly in movies and television.
Oh yeah, she was like married, or wasn't? Yeah, in the movie, she was like already married to some guy.
Scandals, but in my opinion, I feel like they started to become.
They just called it unfaithful. Let's not be. We don't need to be creative. That's what the whole movie's about.
Romanticized.
Hollywood wants you to cheat so bad, and it's kind of messed up. Have you ever noticed how many movies, especially romantic ones, just sneak infidelity into the plot? Like it's totally ridiculous. Fine. Like, oh yeah, I know they're engaged or in a committed relationship,
but she's really in love with the other guy. Screw this guy. Like, that was old news. That was last year. This year, she's in love with a new guy. But she doesn't want to leave her old guy.
But have you seen the chemistry with this other person?
Cheating in real life isn't a joke, and it really bothers me when TV and movie writers romanticize cheating. Because first of all, we cannot ignore how much influence media has on our perspective about life. So when these cheating scenes are added for effect or just for drama, it is actually not funny.
So now,
oh yeah, Jim and Pam. God, we did stand Jim and Pam. We did. But like, yeah, they should have left their people first.
And being the hidden lover is a bit more modern and quirky.
So it's okay that I kind of cheated on him?
With whom? Well, he was a guy from work, and it was nothing. You know me. It was just sex.
Oh my God, it was nothing. It was fine. Like, who cares? Who even cares?
It's also become braggable to be kept secret or to be with someone.
Ew. Oh my God. I know I'm the side piece, but limit the stuff you post about your girl. I love you too. Stop it. Oh my, look, the tongue, the ass about the no, this whole like pose. It's nothing good's about to happen here.
You know you shouldn't.
I'm a side chick. Of course I knew that man was married before I started dealing with him.
Duh.
I'm a side chick. Of course I sent him back home to be unhappily happy so he could come back to me and be. I'm a side chick. Of course I'm the authorized user on a credit card that you have no idea about.
Damn. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I'm a side chick. Of course I don't work because our husband pays all the bills.
I knew.
Who is this lady not looking at all? If your husband is paying another woman's bills, unless you don't look at the finances at all, you have to know that. Those bills will be so high. I mean, I am an accountant, but like, you're going to be combing through those finances like your hair, baby. Okay? We not letting nothing slide. Nothing.
And y'all may think I'm reaching, and that's okay. But I knew when SZA came out with that song,
freaking
that's
SZA.
when the conversation started changing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's The Weeknd by SZA, where she casually admits that she's not the main woman. She's the one he sees only on the weekends.
Boo.
Put the pieces together as you will.
What I'm actually saying in the song is my man is your man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all share the same dude, saying that I'm aware, I don't care. I'm not trying to like, I don't need to be his girl. Like, it's not even saying that you're his girl. It's saying that none of us are his girl. All of us are just out here trying to get different.
One of them's probably his girl. He probably has a girl. You just mad that it ain't you. This is cap slap.
And things for different reasons. And my particular reason is just get here and do what you said you was going to do. I think it's like taking the power back because it's like
It's not.
women just are supposed to do nothing but like cry and feel.
You're just like being like, I'm just not going to let this affect me. But you're still being disrespected beyond belief.
Feel weird and like, oh my God, like I don't have no, he's not my man. I have separate. It's just, it doesn't matter.
With lyrics that read, like, is you coming home? I'm sorry, I can't.
So
can't do
bad.
this. Are you out with her? Like, in context, it makes sense in the song, but actually saying the grammar.
No, it just doesn't sound right coming out of your classy mouth, okay? Because you classy as hell.
Out loud, it just doesn't. I can't do it. I don't care long as you hear by 10:30 no later than. My man is your man. Heard it's her man too. Super catchy, super toxic. Sums up modern music today, right?
Definitely.
Now, from my understanding, this is her story. This is her experience, and I'm not going to knock that for her. But
MTV News still
what
exists?
I will
That was
say
weird.
is I do feel like this song conditioned a lot
They
of
all look young. You'll notice. Young. These girls all look like they're in their 20s or something. Imagine sharing a guy in your 20s. Bro, what? Like knowingly.
women into thinking that this is normal.
But don't get me wrong, I like being a side chick because I don't gotta deal with all that bullshit. Just f me and go. You gotta keep me happy so I don't tell your girlfriend. So you gonna buy me that Birkin bag.
Oh my God. Was this recorded in a high school? Stop it. You gonna buy me a Birkin bag?
Don't get me wrong, you can go home to your plan. You can leave here.
You don't mind being inside?
You don't need a Birkin bag. You need some clothes.
I don't. What? You can go.
Why
Oh, no.
in 2016, 17, screaming, she's like 9 to 5, I'm the weekend. Why were we praising being side chicks? Why
Makes no
were we
sense.
boasting about the fact that man couldn't give a rat's petunia about us
Petunia.
Monday through Friday, but as soon as that weekend came around, we were his choice.
It's basically encouraging women to share a man because it's sexually liberating. And my man is her man, and I'm not sad. I'm not crying about it because I'm just playing him. I'm just taking the power back.
So could you share your man with somebody if he gave you everything you wanted? I share these men for less because they gonna go cheat anyway.
So, like, then drop that guy. If that guy's gonna cheat anyway, drop him. Done.
Go cheat anyway. So if I know for sure that he's going to give me everything I wanted, I will voluntarily share. Because we involuntarily share these men
That's so
all
stupid.
the time. They
So
cheat.
she's like, just pay me and it'll be fine. All you gotta do is
My
pay
man
me.
probably cheating as we speak. I
Embarrassing.
Don't give a damn, I'm working.
Embarrassing.
Because yes, men
Don't agree. She's up here agreeing. Don't agree.
get away with way too much when it comes to these arrangements. So I'm all for taking your power back. But taking your power back shouldn't mean letting a man have that much power over you.
I don't need to be the main girlfriend. I just need to be the favorite girlfriend. I don't think I have the mind capacity to be the only girlfriend. That means you got to get on my nerves 24/7. I don't feel like dealing with him this week. Can you pick up the slack for me? I need that. You do what you do. Send him back on Wednesday. And then I'm going to keep them for Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's just beyond
And then
dumb.
you going to get the other days. I need to be that girl. I need to make sure I'm in charge of scheduling you out to these other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I crazy?
We don't know
If
what you're
he's with
saying.
multiple women and he decides who's first, second, or who's the favorite, I'm sorry, but the power was never actually yours.
Duh.
So the fact that, and I say this in the most respectful way possible.
Be mean,
the
girl,
fact
be
that
mean.
this isn't shameful anymore. It's not a secret.
When somebody comes and asks a question about side chicks, why is it always so negative? And why is it like, oh, you guys are wrong or whatever? That man doesn't
Girl!
That man's not gonna leave his wife.
There's an argument that sometimes the side chick get the best of the man.
And I do.
Ew, shut up, girl.
So I've been dealing with a married man.
I remember this
He's been
clip.
with his situation for 20 years.
Don't be
His
trying to
situation,
make it light by saying
yeah.
his situation. He's been
Right.
married for 20 years. Go ahead.
I just want to know why it turns me on.
It's
Ugh.
normal to be in a situation.
Because you're a weirdo. Because you have trauma. Like, what?
Or
Embarrassing.
situationship where you know that you're not the main course, so you accept the crumbs.
Top 5 reasons why I was so comfortable being a side chick. So I was giving my therapist a rundown, chopping it up.
You got to remember, it's not just that they're saying it online. Or sorry, it's not just that they're saying it. They're saying it online. Like they're posting it for millions of people to watch and see. Their family, kids. I can't.
Goes on to say that I'm addicted to the highs that he provides for me.
in the moment.
And that's led us to where we are today. Incoming, the weekend lover trend. Now, if you somehow missed this trend, let me catch you up, because people aren't just talking about or singing about being the booty call. No, they're submitting evidence. The trend is simple. Women show their face, and then they show the man that only sees them on the weekend.
I will defend a woman's rights and wrongs, but this weekend lover trend is making me sick to my stomach. And I don't know, I feel like you could not waterboard that.
Literally, smart woman.
Out to my grave.
Do we have to start holding women accountable as a group, as a whole? Because that's why the men are not. The men think they are the baddies. Like,
literally.
The audacity. What do you mean? You're his sneaky link for the weekend.
And posting it.
But I forgot to mention, most of the time, these faces of the men are either not in frame or blurred.
Always tattoos.
Who knows what that man or who that man is doing when he's not with her, or when it's Monday through Friday.
Exactly.
What is up with y'all? Are y'all okay? This is high school activities.
Literally.
Y'all posting pictures of backs that y'all had to hide and take. I know you lying.
So, as these people are basically telling the world that they're the second choice, or they're just a choice overall, the lyrics, "I never wanted to be your weekend lover" from Prince's song Purple Rain are playing in the background.
And if Prince was still alive, he would be pissed off that people are on this app using Purple Rain of all songs to talk about being a side piece.
Literally.
That one little piece that says, "I never wanted to be your weekend lover," and then people are posting the person.
Yeah, it's literally the opposite. He's like, "I don't want to be that." And then you're like, "I am that. Oh my God, look at me."
Who may or may not be in a relationship. Prince would be pissed.
Okay, now you got the full story, but this is what's not being told. The women doing this trend, they aren't doing it because they want to take the power back. There goes that phrase again. Because that's what SZA and a lot of other women think taking the power back means. To basically show that you can do the same heartless, no strings, no feelings attached actions of a man. So then, why does this feel like a cry for help instead of a grab at power?
Exactly, because it is.
This trend of "I don't want to be your weekend lover," y'all have to stop. I'm getting PTSD. Like, this is triggering the out of me, okay? Some of the images, I'm like, Lord, please, I can't go back there.
In my 20s, I slept my way through Manhattan because I had no
I know
self-respect
her.
for myself. And
Not
the
in
reason
person, but I know her from online. She's like a dating coach lady. I like her.
I was a weekend lover.
But I don't like this. Why are you a weekend
to all
lover?
these really sexy men was because I didn't have any boundaries. I wasn't standing up and saying, "That doesn't work for me. I don't want to just be your casual girl that we have a fun time and then you drop me like a bad habit." I was taking anything I could get because I was praying to the gods above that maybe this person was going to choose me.
And the text.
Yeah, literally. That's what they're doing. Okay, so she's pretty much saying that they're doing this because it's like a coping mechanism. Like, they're not doing it because they want to. They're doing it. It's like a coping mechanism.
Oh my goodness.
Or like not a coping mechanism, but like they don't have boundaries. That's why it's like, and then they want to act like, oh, okay, well, that's the only way he's going to stay if I don't care.
The text. Not only are people exposing themselves and the worst in themselves, they're exposing text messages too, which personally I find much worse.
This girl said, "Can't keep casually sleeping with you. I want something more out of this." The person said, "I don't want a relationship with you." I thought I made that clear.
Some of these screenshots I'm seeing of these texts that these men be sending y'all, are y'all okay? Like, truly, are we well?
We're not well. We're not well. I'm going to stop the video right there. We clearly are not well, okay? The side chicks are not only side chicking, they're exposing themselves. That is so crazy. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.